I was told that Heimerdinger is actually an easy way to defeat the Blossoms and Mushrooms 6-star adventure, so we're going to go ahead and try that. For relics, I'm using Double Scourge's Stash and Chemtech Duplicator. You have Packed Powder, which I do not. You're going to want to use that instead of one of the Scourge's Stash, and if you have Swain's Raven Army, you can use that to trigger these to start. And then you can just drop Heimerdinger on round 1. And the idea is that Heimerdinger is going to be able to do something, I don't know. Make enough units that you're not troubled, I think is the idea. So for us doing what we're going to do, since we don't have Swain's Raven Army, we're going to take the Blade's Edge power. You'll notice that this is a common tactic that I've been using in, that's neat, in adventures because it's just easier? Yeah. It's nice to be able to get your champion out on round 1. That helps a lot. So hopefully we'll be able to do this because if we need like counterfeit copies or something, then we can't trigger the Scourge's Stash, which would be absolutely tragic. But we do have Hexpliterator, which does cycle itself into the deck, and it has a Grifter's deck, so it comes back at 1 cost as well, so presumably we'll be okay. You don't want too many units on the board, but early on you can't really help it, so just kind of do what you can here. Gonna block the biggest one, and we could block this guy as well. We have another Heimerdinger in hand, so if anything goes wrong, we'll be able to just replay. These unfortunately do draw a card, so that's maybe something we want to avoid doing. Although we only have 7 puff caps right now, so we're not gonna lose regardless. Although next round we'll have many more, so probably actually better to use them now. Level Heimerdinger, we drop all this stuff. Get 16 puff caps in our deck, and we're gonna start playing these Hexpliterators. They do also give us elusive units when we play them. Elusive generally helps. Here it's not going to be super great, but it's fine enough. And we're going to get rid of that last unit, and we're not going to replay so that we take less puff caps. Gonna aftershock here just so we don't get challenged. Drop a turret. And then I do want to play Flash of Brilliance. And drop a turret. We don't want to take damage from those guys. So if we can override them, that's better. And I think we're just kind of forced to do this block so that we don't take any damage. Can't really afford to take damage. Hopefully this will be the hardest adventure. Blade's Edge of the Nexus, get a guy. Probably not worth playing. I don't want to play the Hexpliterators so that we put things back in our deck. I just should have responded to that with Blade's Edge. And we're going to play Epic Scrap Traption, even though our board's going to be over full here. We just want to play 6-cost spells to try to get more keywords. The ideal thing there would have been to pull lifesteal. It's very rare though. We can stall forever, but not in that adventure because there's just puff caps and we'll die eventually. Soul Gorger at -2 is not bad. Piercing Darkness with plus damage, also not bad. We like spells, especially spells that cost 6. And I think the obvious choice here is going to be this Young Witch. It's elusive. We have Fuzzy Caretaker, which can block Fearsome, and we don't care about Lulu, but manage him. At the Aid of Spirit, I think Shared Mana Flow is terrible for us. Reap Essence 2 isn't bad, but it's not like game winning regardless, so I don't think we need to take it. Hextech Modulator with Health Potion, maybe something we can think about. Also transforms copies of followers into other followers, which means it's potentially something we can use to beat Otacon at the end. So I'm going to take one copy of that, and we take the power that I took, that I definitely know the name of. Feral Prescience. Yeah. See, I got it. I believed in me. And the reason for taking that is, of course, that if we can predict, we can potentially get Heimerdinger out, where he does not exist right now, and then also need to remember what this adventure does before I make mistakes. So you can use Blade's Edge to sleep enemy units, and we'll probably make liberal use of that. Could block here, and then prevent damage, but I don't know if it's worthwhile. We do want to have that on the board, but we can't play Epic Scrap Traption with that. So maybe Scrap Traption is just better right now, even though it costs all of our mana. And then we can just like Blade's Edge here. And then we take 3, which is fine. Probably should have Feral Presenced first, so that I could have gone that Heimerdinger out. Do need to damage the enemy Nexus. It looks like we can do it just with a Witch, which means we don't have to spend our Blade's Edge. And then we can drop Heimerdinger. I feel like I was talking about something before we got started, and I totally forgot what it is. Oh yeah, Feral Presence will do 2 things. One, it'll let us draw into Heimerdinger. Should we be missing him, we can also like search for Hex Splitterator. It also gives us free units, which is always a positive. And we can get rid of landmarks here. I don't think they count in the targeting thing. So. Already attacked, so can't attack again. Guess we replace there. And we have Piercing Darkness, but obviously that's not going to work. We also have Hex Splitterator, which also doesn't work. So yeah. I don't know. Just skip here, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Wait for them to attack before making any decisions. Otherwise you can end up making a bad decision. Do take 6 damage. And maybe I should have Hex Splitterated so as to prevent that. We have 3 Puff Caps, which isn't that bad. Just gonna play some units to get them out of my hand. And then we're gonna Scrap Traption here. It'll go off twice. We get some T Hexes. I did not mean to override Heimerdinger. That was a giant accident, and certainly will not come back to bite me later. All of our guys have Deathless, a couple of them have Challenger. I think we're in an okay position. Try to get our Heimerdinger back here. Get a way to draw, I would do that. We don't, so I think we just attack here. We're going to challenge the low units so that they're forced to block our higher units. Just going to start with this, kind of see how it goes. I'm fine with this outcome. We can sleep that guy later. And we're just gonna play spells to trigger more sciences. We can destroy that landmark so that he doesn't get his unit back. They have an elusive, which could be a problem. Our units die, they deal damage to the enemy nexus now. So we can sleep the elusive. And we'll put Heimerdinger back on the board. And we're gonna Hex Obliterator probably our own unit. So that theirs doesn't get slept and get those extra boosts. And we can play down elusives anyway. Going to Piercing Darkness here. Obviously it's not gonna give us the drain, but we'll get 2 triggers of whatever thing it is that science. 2 science triggers. And we'll replace our non-elusive units with elusive units so that we can attack. Maybe could have stalled for lifesteal, but I think that adventure is kind of dangerous. Practice makes perfect is kind of nice. Will of Ionia is also good. We could send Otacon back to their hand, which feels good to me. I don't think we want to take more puff caps. It's already a problem. We can go to A2 Friendly Poet, it's just the easier option. We might die here because we're not doing super well on our hit points, but we do have this Piercing Darkness, so if we can last long enough to play that, that'll be great. We'll start by Blades edging the Nexus. We're going to play some units. They're eventually going to trigger that landmark. We drop our Heimerdinger and play, I think, Young Witch, maybe? That might be the wrong option. We could attack with this, but kind of no point since it has no power. And the first landmark goes off. Could aftershock it. Not a bad plan. Feels like almost no matter what I do here, Heimerdinger is going to get challenged, because I can get rid of 1 but not 2. But, I don't know. Not really seeing a better option. I'm going to take the Transmogulator because I want the hit points off of it. And one of the problems is landmarks don't interact super well with the fact that all of our units have like 1 hit point. I think I Blades Edge here. And then we're just going to drop all of our things. Again, they can just be cleared out by a single unit, so it's not ideal. Or a single landmark, rather. The challenge here and attack. Feral Presence. Take another heal. And we're gonna Blade's Edge so that we can remove that unit later. Afraid of what happens if they play more cards. Searching for Heimerdinger, we don't find him. Can probably get away with Conchologist here, and that'll... Want to be down 1 mana first. So we're gonna do this. And now I can drop Conchologist. Let's take Jury Rig. We can play that for free, use it to block, and transform a follower into a copy of another follower. Let's also give us 6 hit points, prevent taking a little bit of damage. Take the Wrench Bot because it has draw on it. And certainly they'll do something here, I'm just not sure what or when. Okay, they do nothing instead. Never good for me. Piercing Darkness, 7 hit points. We're gonna Will of Ionia here. Still looking for Heimerdinger. Still not finding him. And we find him finally. Can't play him until next round. Piercing Darkness. Grant their own unit Gloom. I think they'll play both of those. And we're in a bad spot. Valiant effort by me here. If they don't play another card, I think I lose. Lose 2 units. Explorate the Challenger unit. And we can Aftershock here. Would have preferred it on the landmark, but do what you gotta do to stay alive. So I think we're in a decent position now. Even if we lose Heimer. I want to get the handler down. Ended that with about as many hit points as we started with. Guess we'll take Mind Meld. I don't know. That might have been worth re-rolling. Nothing was super good there. Take gold, heal at the healer, and I'm still under the impression that Fox Spirit is easier.
Shall we go together then?
Reroll things that aren't Heimerdinger. Although I did keep my mana gem there. Skip because no Heimerdinger. Play the elusive. I think we kind of have to. But we'll wait for them to spend more mana. We don't want to get hit with Orb of Deception. And then I don't know if it's worth Blades edging anything here. I think probably not. Okay, that sucked. We're not allowed to play spells until after they attack. And we find Heimerdinger a little bit late. But hopefully it should be okay. Blades Edge the Nexus to trigger thing. Play it for 4 right now. Heimerdinger would have 4 hit points, so dead. Which means I want to play something else as a passing move. You can drop Lulu's, fine. Get hit with Spirit Rush. Sure. Can't do anything about it. Play Feral Prescience. I think Expliterator, although we really want something to heal us. And no attack here is good, so we pass. We need to survive one more round. And there's the Orb of Deception. Can't beat that orb, but we can play a bunch of cards before it goes off. So let's start with Feral Prescience. We're gonna skip. And then Chemtech, transform a follower into a follower. This will give us some hit points. And that's basically it, I think. Maybe hit RE to kind of lower hit points. And we'll drop our Floor Begone. Block to kill RE. Block to stay alive. Weren't able to play enough units, really. We need to get rid of all their elusives, or we're gonna have problems. Or if we can roll into elusive, that would be good too, but I don't know. Losing Will of Ionia is tragic. Skipping again. Drop Crush Bot. Could get rid of this guy with Hexpliterator, but I think I'm going to target that unit so I can finish it off with Blade's Edge later. We did pick up double attack, which very much changes our lives. If I had more things with Challenger, this would be better. I think this will have to do for now. Okay, we got New Will of Ionia. Searching for Heimer. Still don't find him. We probably need a blocker. I can return one of these, but I'm going to take damage from the other one. None of these cards really help me. Oh no. This is game ending. Pretty sure. Can will Ari now. And then Blade's Edge, the Nexus. And see if this gives us a good... No, it didn't. Keeping your champion on the board is kind of important.
Shall we go together then?
It's hard to do when they have Orb of Deception. Potentially we could play later, or bait out Orb of Deception with other units. Take Will here. We'll drop Young Witch. And can't attack with it. I think I just hit Ari here. Still have Orb with Blade's Edge. Take the Orb. Take 20 damage. Drop Heimerdinger. I'm gonna take Flash of Brilliance. You get a Piercing Darkness, which is cool. One of the things I'm looking for. And we pulled Sharp Sight here. So this is going to be a little bit safer than last time because we can block Elusive now. Although last time that's not why we ended up dying. So, see how it goes. Go into Feral Presence here. I think for Will. I don't think there's an amount of Wills of Ionia that I'm unhappy to have. This is pretty fine. I mean, not really, but nothing's dying here. So it could have been much worse. I think we drain 7. And we finish it off with the Blade's Edge. We can play an Elusive over one of our worst units. And then I think we attack here. We can pull like this guy too. Because we can just play a wrench bot to fill in the spot. Yeah, we get hit with Orb of Deception and Spirit Rush. I think this is okay. We're going to do something, I'm not sure what. Expliterator? On the Foxfire, so we can just drop a new unit. We'll block with units that don't die. And Feral Presence, we're still looking for like a lifesteal. Would be nice. And this is only a single Blade's Edge, we'll just throw it at the Nexus. I'm gonna trade for units with a little more health. And I need to wait till next round to play that so that we get Chemtech. We pull and lose Piercing Darkness. And take that cheap Hex Obliterator. I just need to get cards out of my hand, it's so hard to do that. Not really worried about elusive, so we'll just get rid of the bigger units. Ari comes down. We can do 10 damage, but not more than 10 damage. So we'll challenge here. And if I will of Ionia, we'll yep. Battle Banner, which will make all my units a little bit bigger. So we got rid of the bigger threats there. And we can just replace the turrets that died with the new turrets. We can also play Aftershock to get rid of Ari. And just play bigger turrets. And we'll hit the Nexus. We do need that to die eventually. I'm gonna wait, see what they do. Blade's Edge as a passing move is always fine. Assume they attack with at least the elusive or ephemerals. And that's probably all that they're gonna do. So I think we just Hex Obliterate here. And I'm gonna play. Don't actually want to play Wrench Bot because it'll fill up the board. We'll take this other Hex Obliterator, and we still have 10 cards in hand, unfortunately. So I'm gonna drop the Concologist, who will also give me a card in hand. That's okay. Let's just play the card that it gives us. We want spell triggers anyway. Play the Wind Up Shredder, doesn't draw a card. Now we can play Flash of Brilliance. Never mind. My hand was still very, very full. My bad. Well, I thought I was gonna win until that happened. You have Overwhelm on all these units though, so it'd still be fine. Just Hex Obliterate here. He just got real big. Probably pulled Evolve. So, wish I'd done that without losing that first time. That would have been nice. Tough. Maybe lets me block something. And we take the Sorrow Eater. 4 power. Explosive Entrance is actually really good, but we're gonna take. We're gonna actually reroll, I think. Perfection can be good. It'll make the Blade's Edge do 4 damage, which could remove a lot of units. Enfeebling is also good because anything we block will be reduced in damage. I'm going to take Perfection. I'm a believer in Perfection. When you play a card, deal damage to your Nexus equal to its cost. But yeah, if we do that, we lose, so we're not going to do that. And undecided between these two. I think I'm going to take a balanced meal, and then we'll just not damage them until we're ready to win the game. Both of them can be difficult, so should have re-rolled more so that I could make sure that I had Heimerdinger, because now I don't have Heimerdinger. Gonna pass and play Wrenchbot to draw a card. Card is not Heimerdinger, and also we I don't know, took damage or something. Who can pay attention? Okay, so we have Heimerdinger. When they attack us, he'll spawn. We can drop Golden Crushbot here, and think we Aftershock? They attack, we just block, we'll prevent a lot of damage here. Yep, Blade's Edge on the Nexus. We'll do 4, hopefully they heal it up. Drop Heimerdinger. And we'll pull Young Witch for the mana gem. That'll put us at 5 mana gems. And because of Perfection, if we do this, this unit dies. Oh, I kinda actually didn't want to attack, that was a mistake. It's fine. Might copy one of their units. Take Piercing Darkness. And skip. I think that should get me my Piercing Darkness. So if we do something like this, and then transform a follower into a follower, I think I just get a free Tasty Fatefolk. We play all our free units. And we could hit the Nexus. I think we're getting close to winning. Drop Lulu here. These are all 8 power, so we'll override the other one. We're not quite winning yet. Close. Make everything 12, but they already kind of are. It says this round. I don't know if the 7s have Overwhelm. We're about to find out. Powder Keg. And Trash Master, sure, who cares? A barrier. They can do 34 damage. It gives them a lot of range to heal. They already have a lot of range to heal though, so maybe it's not that important. And they could theoretically block everything else, so not a super good attack. Could get challengers down though. Would have been better played before I did the other thing. Just gonna pass here. We're not winning at this moment, so
You're strange.
Kill this guy. I'm just gonna block with Lulu here. We're killing this so he doesn't heal. And our wrench spots are better than Lulu anyway. Piercing darkness. Then we can play more elusives. If I had one more mana, then I would be able to play Hexobliterator as well. It'd give me one more elusive. And now we can obviously win the game. Even if they were to heal to full, we win the game. Gonna Piercing Darkness first. This will get us our hit points back, although we were only missing one. They could literally heal to full, it doesn't matter. I think Chemtech Duplicator is really good. There is maybe a call that Guardian Angel is required. Because if anything goes wrong, if two things go wrong, you lose the game, which isn't great. I think we'll do okay into Unwelcome Guests. The usual problem is elusive, so like these guys, but we can get rid of them. And we can play our own elusives as well. Refilling that mana was actually bad for me, because now I can't play Scrap Traption in the way I want to play it, which is at a 6. Now we have basically infinity mana. A lot going on here. Not really sure what the end of this round looks like. Gonna pass, let them attack. It'll help me make decisions. Will of Ionia rallies, so kind of game losing. Because if we block everything, then they can just attack us again. And we're losing our Heimerdinger here. So as always, we start by playing spells so that we can play blockers. If I play too many, actually I think I already did, Heimerdinger is going to get burnt. Yeah. There might have been no saving that. So we're still alive here. We can play Scrap Traption, then block an extra one. Okay. Aftershock doesn't kill anything, so we'll just wait. Blade's Edge. Drop Heimer. Expliterate. Lets us play an elusive. So we block, and we block, and we block, and we block. That is sort of living. We pulled Sharp Sight, so we can block even more now. So we'll take 5 here. If they have another Will of Ionia, obviously we lose the game. So we just refill our board. I think I'm okay getting rid of their lower health unit here too. This is double healing. I don't know if it's wise to attack with everything. I think I need to keep some stuff back. But you can do that. And then we'll transmog this one into this one. And we can play a couple more elusive units off of that. Blade's Edge. Get rid of a unit, but I don't know how much that matters. Probably just better at the Nexus, because that means we can just win next round. Guaranteed. We'll try to stall out to see if we can get lifesteal, but being able to just win the game whenever you want is strong. And they didn't attack, which is great. I play Flash of Brilliance. Obviously my hand is too full to accept any of the cards, but it still triggers Science. And then we'll Mind Meld. It doesn't really matter what we Mind Meld. And this attack should be winning. If not, we still have that Blade's Edge. It's fine to stop there because the thing I didn't realize at the time was we had a healer right here. So I didn't need to make that go any longer. Shadow Swindler is an elusive blocker. Also costs 1. I don't think taking more Mind Meld makes any sense at all here. And at the shop, not sure exactly what I want. Hold them off is good. I'm happy with that. And at the healer, we're going to heal because we took way too much damage. I thought we were going to be good into it, but we weren't. Wish he actually had 1 hit point. It'd still be difficult, by the way. I keep Lulu in hand. It gives you a higher chance of drawing Heimerdinger, and then also keep Scrap Traction in hand so that we can Scrap Trap. Blade's Edge, the Nexus. Oh, I'm gonna die. Scrap Trap. And Scrap Trap. Into Blade's Edge, the Nexus. Apparently. Big Hex Obliterator. I don't think that actually super helps us, but we need Volvania. If they have another Guile girl, I lose. This is also not good. I forget just how annoying Bloody Business is. So get rid of one. I don't think there's a chance they don't attack with Otacon. If I play this, I can still Hex Obliterate. See what happens. Okay, they played another unit. Yeah, they didn't attack with Otacon. Amazing.
Fish out of water.
And we pull Piercing Darkness, even more amazing. And they're almost out of cards. All things are really lining up for me here. I'll probably do Bloody Business, but we have a solution. That was the second Bloody Business, I was gonna cry. We take Will of Ionia. And we make blockers. Could get rid of potentially 2 units here. Gonna kill that guy. Wish I had like 1 more mana. Piercing Darkness will drain 7. It'll put me at 24, which is okay. But removing 1 is the same as like playing a unit, I think. Nope, much worse. We can transmogrify for hit points. So if we transform this guy into this guy, doesn't tell me what happens. I don't know if Heimerdinger lives. I think it should. Either way, I got a lot of hit points out of it, so. I hate nightmares. Okay, they have 21 cards left. I'm gonna play Shredder so that I have a way to just challenge all these units. So this puts them in kill range. I can just get rid of them at basically any point now. But I want to let their cards run out so that they don't refill and play a whole new deck. I think that would be a bad option for me, so we're gonna do whatever we can to prevent that being an option. We'll just take more Will of Ionia and Hexobliterators. I think this is okay. So they could technically attack here if Otacon decides to attack. Also, if Otacon decides to attack, it's kind of bad for me. But he hasn't been, so I could also just remove him, and then he'll respawn, but stunned, and then we can kill him again later. But they can't attack right now, because they can only attack when whatever, something else attacks. Just need to get cards out of my hand. Mind Meld isn't going to help that. Let's predict. Also, not really helping that. A Young Witch should have played it first, then I could have overridden it. Okay, our units don't have Overwhelm, but they all have Challenger now. Why does this give them life? Impact. Shouldn't have gotten them that low. Get rid of Otacon. And at least do that. I wonder how many dogs are actually in this deck. Drop a Lulu just to get a card out of my hand. And we're gonna Mind Meld here. Our 12 buff caps. We actually don't have that much life. Skip. We're looking for something that can give us hit points back.
My plan is in motion.
You'd think eventually we'd draw lifesteal, but it just kind of hasn't happened. If everything attacks, I'm still okay. Probably better off, actually. And a feral presence. Still looking for something with lifesteal, one of our drain spells. Still not finding it. Get rid of anything that can attack on its own. Don't know what that card is. And drop the Concologist here. We're gonna play Crowd Pleaser to see what spells we get. Keep forgetting that I need to get things out of my hand. I don't take damage there, so it's fine. Okay, they just attacked. We have no way of losing this game, I think. Oh look, there's Piercing Darkness. Hooray! So in my estimation, if we Blade's Edge now, we just attack next round and we win. That seems better than actually trying to drag that fight up. Anyway, that was my first attempt at this. Worked out pretty well. So that is a second Bandle City win. Another thing you can do, which we'll probably do tomorrow, I still need to level up Spirit Blossom Teemo, is use Spirit Blossom Teemo apparently with 3 times Bounty Hunter's Renown, according to Reprisal. I think that's his name. I should double check that. Yes, according to Reprisal, if you use 3 times Bounty Hunter's Renown with Spirit Blossom Teemo, you win, but you might need to have plus health. So that is an option. I'm going to do something a little bit different, see if that works. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to use Reprisal strategy. You can also combine that Bounty Hunter's Renown. My voice is so scratchy, I've been talking so much. You can combine that Bounty Hunter's Renown with the Puff Cap Proliferation Spirit Blossom Teemo rune, and then you'll win even faster. But apparently even without that it's fine. So we'll see how that goes. I actually need to level a Spirit Blossom Teemo because I got mine to 6 stars, and which means I can't use him for the 3-star no epic relic thing. But yeah, here is your Heimerdinger at 3 stars and no epic relics. I think it's fine. Might take a couple adventures to actually get rolling, but we did it with the common power bouncing blades. Barrel Senses is actually not that great of a power. It did help us search through our deck a little bit more, but you could find something better. Perfection was pretty nice. Probably would have preferred a mana gem to that, and then Hold Them Off was great. Either Hold Them Off or Hold It. Both are very good powers. If you were to get that in like this slot instead, then your whole run probably would have been a little bit better, smoother than mine. And that is all for me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Do you want to see what loot I got? Oh, this is my alt account. It's not going to be anything cool. Rune shards. Rune shards. That's all going to be rune shards. Rune shards. Spirit Blossom Teemo. And we get a gold vault for hitting level 41. Which is Auction. Auction is terrible. Unless you have epic relics, then he's okay. But if you're doing no epic relics, then he's pretty bad. Anyway, that is all for me. Like I said, tomorrow we do Spirit Blossom Teemo. Also, someone requested an Ash video, so I'm going to try to get that done. I hate leveling champions, though. That's like the worst part of this entire game. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.